Talk to Alp Mehmet, who's chairman of Migration Watch. Story in the front page of the Times today. Asylum seekers could be sent abroad under plans to deter migrants from coming here illegally. Alp, a very good morning to you. Welcome.
Good morning to you, sir.
Thank you very much indeed for joining us. I mean, I've heard some crazy old schemes from Priti Patel over the course of the last year or so, but this one takes the biscuit, I think. I mean, what makes her think that anybody in Gibraltar is going to want a load of illegal immigrants turning up?
Well, they've obviously been looking into it. And can I just first say that if it's true, and this is really going to happen, and that we're not going to accept applications from people who've crossed the channel or come in illegally, I think that's terrific news.
Yes.
And it's the first serious attempt to do something about this, frankly. Where they're going to be held while that happens, I don't know. But there's a long way to go, frankly, before we get to this stage anyway. I think Priti Patel has got to persuade her cabinet colleagues. She's also got to persuade Parliament. She's also got to resist the asylum lobby and the immigration industry, if I can put it that way.
Right.
So there's a long way to go. But if it's true and we are really going to do something about refusing to take applications from those who are in this country illegally, that's great.
It is great,
and
I would share that sentiment with you, Alp. The problem for me is that every single thing that Priti Patel has attempted to do here doesn't seem to have worked. I mean, they tell us at the Home Office that they've stopped a lot more people coming now than they used to. However, there's still people coming on a daily basis, as we know. As long as the weather's okay, they're going to keep coming. And it's got nothing to do with Brexit. It's got nothing to do with the border force being better at dealing with it. They seem to come here because they know if they reach the shores of this country, they'll be taken off the dinghy, they'll be put into a hotel or some kind of accommodation, and they will be looked after. And they will probably find it very, very difficult to be moved.
Yeah, absolutely right. I mean, you as ever, you speak a lot of sense, Mike. Thank you for that. There aren't many people doing it
there aren't, I'm afraid, no.
In the airwaves at the moment. But the fact is that it hasn't stopped. People haven't stopped crossing in dinghies. They haven't stopped coming in the backs of lorries, frankly, and a lot more at the moment are coming in the backs of lorries than are even crossing the channel. And you're absolutely right. What we've got to do is remove the incentive from not just the dinghy crossers, the people who are coming in dinghies, but from the traffickers as well. At the moment, they're making a great deal of money by simply getting people into this country by putting them on a boat on the other side of the channel. That's all they need to do. So of course they're going to continue coming, and that's what the message that we've got to send out. We've got to say this won't work. So far, everything we have done has not sent that message at all. It's sent the opposite message, that it does work, and that's what we've got to stop.
Yes, and also no doubt that people traffickers will tell these people coming over that don't worry, when you get to the UK, get yourself a decent lawyer, and there'll be plenty of people there who will pay for it, that basically you'll never be thrown out. And even if you get to the point where people are being deported, you get taken off a plane at the final hour because your lawyer makes another last-ditch appeal.
Yeah, well, there's a huge amount of abuse, and that's not just Priti Patel who's been saying it, but even Lord Chief Justices have said in the past that there is a great deal of abuse, and asylum is used as a device, frankly, to delay departure, to delay returns. And that too has got to be tackled. So far, all that's happening is that numbers are going up. The cost of this is absolutely astronomical. It's costing us £1 billion a year just to deal with the asylum issue. That's not good enough. That's not acceptable, and it's not what people want. And it's something that the government really has got to get serious about. If Priti Patel intends to do that, I say, well done, Priti. Keep up the work. However, we still remain to see the fruits of whatever measures you propose at the moment, and whether it will happen or not remains to be seen.
Yes, you're absolutely right, Alp. Very much agree with you. Thank you very much indeed. Alp Mehmet there, Chairman of Migration Watch. Also speaking common sense, because this is the home of common sense, the world headquarters of it indeed. We'll take your views on this as well. I think Alp's right. If she is going to do something and this is going to actually work, then great. But I'm not so sure that it will. 0344 499 1000. I think they've got to change the whole status of asylum seekers to stop people coming here who are not entitled to be here because they are not legal migrants. It's that simple.